I'm Sherrie Carnicle, and I am a personal trainer and nutritionist. I'm a big fitness advocate, and I'm just now getting into creative writing, poetry, songwriting, and the creative arts. So I've been doing personal training for about 17 years. It's been a big part of my life, a big part of my identity. And just recently I have been creatively inspired to start my writing journey, which I'll always remember. I had a teacher in 4th grade who she caught on to the fact that I enjoyed writing, and I was writing ghost stories at the time. And she said, "You have a gift for writing." And I remember that. I remember writing stories in 4th grade. And somewhere along the way, I kind of lost that. I lost that drive. I lost the spark. I really believe in personal development, and along this journey, I've went back to certain times to where I might have had some blocks with things. In 2016, my nephew passed away, and he died of a heroin overdose. And it's hard to talk about. He was really getting into wanting to write hip-hop music and rap music, and he was really witty and made everybody laugh. And I just remember when Seth passed, all of a sudden I got my inspiration to creatively write again. I just came up with some, I don't know if I want to call it music or poetry or songs, but lyrics. It definitely felt like music and song, and it was coming through me, and I just couldn't stop writing. I think that when we get inspired by certain things, it tells us what's really inside of us too. And I just noticed that I would light up when I heard different artists, especially like some of my influences more recently are Logic. I've always liked Eminem's, he's a lyrical genius. And those are two people who really inspired my writing. I'm a mom. Yeah. And she's the fuel that drives me. She's given me great purpose. She's 15. Yeah, and I learned so much through my daughter. My daughter teaches me, our children, if we allow them to, they teach us at the different stages of their life. You get to almost go back to those stages of your own life, yet you see it through a different perspective. And so you see how they can handle certain things with grace that maybe you get to heal through just watching them handle things differently, or you get to talk through things together and share wisdom, yet also understand that if we always keep doing things the same way, each generation will never get better. So we have to allow them to be the pioneer of whatever that next level is. And so she really inspires me because I see that in her. And I remember my mom used to say that about me, and I would just kind of, "Oh, Mom, you're just my mom. Like, of course you love me. Of course you think I'm inspiring." But now I get it. Now it makes sense. Yeah. I think that, again, like I said, I always talk about this spiritual awakening or personal growth journey. It all started in 2008, and it was reading certain books like Deepak Chopra, Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth, just opening my eyes to a relationship with God and how to have that relationship rather than going through rituals that didn't really mean anything. So I think once I got that connection, that divine connection, that's what inspired me to write. And a lot of it is about personal experience. So certain situations that I've overcome, but yet maybe I stepped over those feelings, and now what it is acknowledging feelings inside. And so a lot of it has to do with painting a picture of emotions and painting a picture of just my perspective of what I felt, hoping that it's going to inspire other people to at least feel that resonance of truth within their own body. Like, what I want to do is I want to give back and bring words and bring life and bring meaning to what people might be feeling, but they don't know how to articulate that. And that's where I think the gift is through the writing. I feel like I've been writing my whole life, but I haven't been consistent enough until more recently. And more recently, I would say 2017, 2018, I've really been hitting it hard, going to cafes, writing, always having my notebook with me. I've got notes in my my phone. There's days where it just comes through, and I might spend 10 hours with that, and then you forget to eat and drink and go to the bathroom. Like sometimes when you're in the flow, you just have to let it come through you, and that's kind of how it's been for me, where some days it's really coming through, and then other times it's like, oh, I'll think of something and I'll write it down real quick. Well, I feel like all the pieces of the puzzle are starting to come together, because I've been doing the fitness thing for a long time, and oftentimes when you're in an industry and you want to reinvent yourself or you want to evolve, sometimes you get stuck in this one box. And for me, it's like I've wanted to evolve past just being a personal trainer. Although I love it and I'm passionate about it, I'm always wanting to grow. I'm a person who's always seeking knowledge, always looking to grow, always looking to evolve, and just not wanting to know how. And what I've realized is it's all about collaborating. I think I've been a person who has a tendency to be a loner sometimes. I feel like now I'm coming into this stage where I can't do everything alone, and I really want to connect with the right people who maybe it's the editors or the musicians or the artists or the different people that when we collaborate together, we can co-create something really great. And so that's what I'm working on right now, is bringing the worlds of my passions and my loves, the fitness, the music, the writing, the arts, and the entertaining, bringing it all together. So a lot of stuff is evolving and new. And I'm excited to see where it goes. Yeah. You can find me on Instagram at Ms. Sherrie Lynn. I've also got a website, sherriecarnicle.com. It's easy to message me through either of those. So one of the most exciting things that happened recently is I'm getting the opportunity to collaborate with some hip-hop artists on a platform called Augmented Reality. And so what that is the artist is going to perform their song, and I'm going to promote their song, but also have a fitness routine where people can purchase an in-home workout, but they can also purchase the music. So it's a fusion of I think what's beautiful about it is I'm going to allow people to have access to the workouts no matter where they're at, especially artists. Artists are always traveling, they're on the road. They need to stay fit because they need the endurance to be able to perform at a peak level. And the fitness and nutrition, mindset, meditation, all of that, it's a holistic experience to where if they have access to the workouts and ones that are simple enough that they can do while they're traveling, then they're going to stay in the condition that they need to for performing. And then I can still promote their music through, it could be in the background, or one of the artists has a dance. So he had me learn his dance on AR, augmented reality, and then he had to go through my 60-second fitness challenge. So it's kind of, it's something fun and new. We're still putting all the details together. It's going to be fun.